I'm a psychologist by training. I did most of my degrees, undergraduate and master's degrees in New Zealand, which is where I grew up. And then I went to the UK to do a PhD in industrial and organisational psychology. Then my wife and I were going back to New Zealand, and we thought that Perth looked like a really nice beach on the way back home, and that was 35 years ago. I was offered a job at Waite, which was the precursor of Curtin University, and in psychology. And I spent 10 years first in psychology and then in the business school. Waite became Curtin University while I was here, and then I went away for nearly 25 years to the business school at UWA, where I did a lot of research. I built a very strong research group, mainly focusing on teams in organisations and work redesign, how you design work to really get the most out of human capabilities and also to promote their well-being. And then I was just contemplating my next step in life, and this job came up. The job of provost is really, I guess, the chief academic officer of the university. So in this role, all the faculties report through to me, so all the pro-vice chancellors of the faculties and heads of school. So I have responsibility for all those staff in those areas. And I also have responsibility for overall quality and planning issues, so strategy and planning at the university I do, and the international campuses. So our campuses in Dubai, in Singapore, in Malaysia, they all report to me as well. So it's quite a big job. A lot of my research has been around self-managing teams, and self-managing teams as face-to-face teams, but also as virtual and global teams. And the one thing that I've found really is that you can never underestimate the capability of people to drive their own learning and their own performance. And so a lot of the work that I've done with teams, with large and small companies, with big multinationals across the globe and locally, has been around how do you take a group of people and then give them the competencies and the authority to actually determine the kinds of outcomes that they want to achieve and align them with those which the organisation wants to achieve. And so I think there are a lot of lessons from that in workplaces that come back into teaching. We often think that we know, lecturers often think that they know best what students want to learn and how they want to learn and what they're learning for, and the reasons why they're seeking to learn. And in many instances, they're wrong. And I think, so in terms of changing my approach to learning and teaching, my research has taught me to be much more group-focused and much more student-centred in terms of my approach to thinking about the learning and student and learning and teaching experience.